We hear so much about all these powerful AI tools for computers, right? But have you ever really thought about the AI power that's like right there in your pocket? Often totally free.
Exactly. We've actually spent a fair bit of time digging into mobile AI lately.
Yeah, and today we're doing a deep dive into 21 free AI mobile apps that, honestly, they really stood out from the crowd.
Yeah, this wasn't just, scrolling through the App Store. We tested loads of these things, hours of it. The 21 we landed on are the ones that just kept impressing us. Really capable, easy to use.
And here's the great part, all 21. They work perfectly on iOS.
Yep.
And for Android users, don't worry, 19 out of the 21 work for you too. We'll definitely flag the 2 exceptions when we get there.
Right. And the goal here really, it's pretty simple, but I think super valuable. We want to show you these tools, these free tools that can genuinely help with, well, all sorts of things. Productivity, creativity, just learning stuff.
All right, on your phone. No upfront cost. Okay, so let's dive in. First up, something you've probably heard of, maybe even use on desktop. AI chatbots. And the big one, of course, is ChatGPT.
Right. So ChatGPT, you've got the 2 main modes. There's the free one that runs on GPT 3.5, and then the paid plus version using GPT-4. And while it's similar to the web version of the app, it just feels, well, more conversational somehow.
Yeah, it does. It's different having that chat on your phone. It's almost like, Siri, but way, way smarter about more things.
And definitely try the voice chat. There's that little headphone icon.
Oh, yeah.
You can actually talk back and forth with it. It feels kind of futuristic still.
It really does. And it can be pretty creative, too, can it?
Oh, for sure. We had it spin this funny little yarn about a rabbit trying to jump over every single tree stump. Just a silly example, but it shows you can tell stories.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, the key thing with the free GPT 3.5 version, it doesn't browse the internet, right?
Right. That's important. Its knowledge is based on its training data, which ends at a certain point. But, even with that, it's still incredibly useful as a free tool.
Definitely.
Okay, next.
Next up is Pi, P-I. It's from a company called Inflection AI. The CEO is Mustafa Suleyman, who used to be at Google DeepMind. And Pi is designed to be more personal, more like an AI companion, less transactional.
And the voices. Wow. They sound unbelievably real.
They really do. Voice 6 is my go-to. It's uncanny.
How do you interact with it? Similar to ChatGPT?
Pretty much, yeah. Tap the phone icon, start talking. We even asked it to explain some slang. We asked it what yeet means.
Ha! And did it know?
It totally nailed it. Explained the different uses, gave an example. It shows it gets informal language, which, not all AI is great at.
What I found interesting was how calm the voices sound, almost soothing.
Yeah, there's definitely a calming quality. I could see people using it for like meditation prompts or just when you want a less robotic chat.
And unlike free ChatGPT, Pi can access the web browser. It can, yeah. We asked it about the NFL playoffs when they were happening, gave a totally up-to-date factual summary, no bias, just the info.
And it does those little human things like pauses, breath sounds.
Breath sounds, the occasional, it adds this layer of realism that's, well, it's quite effective. Makes it feel less like talking to a machine.
Okay, moving on from pure chat. What about research?
Right, so there's Perplexity. This one positions itself less as a chatbot and more as a research assistant, maybe even a search engine replacement.
Interesting. How does the free version work?
So the free version gives you text answers, but here's the key difference. It cites its sources. It gives you links right there.
Oh, that's huge. For checking facts or just digging deeper.
Exactly. And I quite like the Discover tab it has. It surfaces interesting topics it thinks you might like.
Like what?
One time it suggested looking into the end of the Messi-Ronaldo era in soccer, give some context, links to articles. It's a neat way to find new things to learn about.
What's powering it? Is it GPT?
It uses a mix. The free tier is mostly GPT 3.5. The paid pro version lets you choose between GPT-4, Claude 2.1. They even mention CodeLlama 70B in their API docs.
So, quite a few options. Does it tell you which one is using at any given time?
Funnily enough, no. Even if you ask it directly, it's kind of coy about which specific model generated that particular answer.
Huh. Okay. Now for something completely different. Character AI. This one sounds fun.
Oh, it is. Character AI is purely about imagination and, well, chatting with characters.
Like fictional characters. Or real people.
Both. Real figures, historical people, characters from books, movies, anything, really. And the AI tries its best to stay in character.
We have to mention the Mark Zuckerberg chat we saw. That was hilarious.
Yeah, it like corrected someone on his middle name and then got really defensive about not being a lizard person.
Huh. It's surprisingly believable in character.
It really is. You can chat with Tim Cook or, Deadpool. It might not solve your work problems, but it's undeniably entertaining. Kids seem to love it too.
Okay, good for a laugh. Let's shift to problem-solving AIs. Socratic by Google.
Right, Socratic. Its killer feature is analyzing images. You can just take a picture of a problem.
Like a math problem.
Exactly. We tested it with some complicated math thing, like 14 times 268 cubed plus 12, something like that.
Good idea.
Not only did it give the right answer, but it showed all the steps, step-by-step breakdown. It's like having a tutor in your Talkit for math, science, history.
Wow. Does it do general questions too?
Yep. Ask it something like, what's the deepest part of the ocean? And you get a full explanation, related videos, Q&As, web links, all within the app.
That's really comprehensive.
Yeah, and you can just swipe up to find more topics to explore. And the best part? Totally free. No hidden upgrades or anything we could find.
Nice. Okay, what about writing help? If you need to quickly draft something.
For that, check out AI Writer. It's designed for generating text quickly, emails, posts, even essays.
Does it give you starting points?
Yeah, that's one of its strengths. It has loads of prompt templates, for SMS, emails, different kinds of writing tasks.
Like asking the boss for time off.
Exactly. We tried that one. You can put in your details, choose the length, even set the tone we picked. Persuasive, naturally.
Does it only write new stuff?
Nope. It can help write replies or rewrite existing text, like turn paragraphs into bullet points, make something sound more formal, or just shorten it.
Is it free?
There are paid upgrades. Seems like a credit system, maybe? But the basic stuff, yeah, totally usable for free. Really handy for quick tasks.
Cool. Next one's a bit different. SwiftKey. That's a keyboard, right?
It is, yeah. SwiftKey by Microsoft. You install it and set it as your main keyboard.
So it works inside other apps.
Exactly, wherever you type. And it has AI features built in, like translation. You can type in English and it'll output French or whatever as you type. We saw that with the text message example.
Whoa. What else?
Get this. Delay image generation. Right in the keyboard.
Seriously?
Yeah. Type a prompt like a frog jumping on a dog's head. Okay.
And it generates images you can just tap to send in your message? It's wild having that baked right into the keyboard.
That is pretty cool. Okay, let's think about language learning. Anything specific for that?
Yes, definitely. For listeners who might be working on their English, there's Elsa Speak, ELSA.
What's its focus?
Purely pronunciation. It gives you day lessons, shows you how to say words or phrases correctly.
And then it listens to you.
Right. It listens and gives feedback right away. Like, you said this sound wrong, try it like this. We saw examples with nice and a trickier phrase, my biggest wish. It pinpoints exactly where the pronunciation is off.
So, like a personal pronunciation coach?
Pretty much, yeah. Available anytime.
Okay, useful.
Yeah.
Let's switch to productivity. Meetings, notes.
Yes. Otter. O-T-T-E-R. This one is fantastic if you have lots of meetings or just want to record conversations.
What does it do? Just record?
It records and transcribes in real time, pretty accurately, too.
Yeah.
And it tries to figure out who's speaking, speaker one, speaker two, etc.
Does it summarize? It does offer summaries, but the really clever bit is Otter Chat.
Otter Chat.
Yeah, you can ask questions about the transcript, like, was Matt Wolf mentioned? Or what did they say Otter is good for? And the AI finds the answers right there in the text.
Okay, that sounds incredibly useful for finding stuff later.
It's a total game changer for notes, seriously.
Right, let's get visual. AI art generators and editors. What's first?
Let's start with Dream from Wombo.
Okay. Stable diffusion-based.
Yep. Now, when you open it, it does push a subscription, but you can usually find the X or skip button to get to the free stuff.
Good to know. What can the free version do?
The main thing is artwork. You type a prompt like glowing crystal cosmic terrarium.
Nice.
And it generates an image. There's even a little magic wand to enhance your prompt. Lots of free art styles to pick from, too, though some are paid. Free version gives you one image at a time.
What about that avatar feature?
Oh, yeah, that's fun. You upload a selfie, pick a style or prompt like dark fantasy illustration, and boom, AI avatar of you.
Does it look like you?
Surprisingly often, yeah. It got details like a hat really well in one test. Then you can download the picture and even a little video of it being made.
Cool. What else in the art space?
There's also Star AI, STAR AI. It has free and paid plans. The free plan actually gives you like 5 credits a day to try some paid features.
What are the core free tools?
Standard stable diffusion stuff, text to image, sketch to image. But it also has some nice AI enhancers.
Aye.
An image upscaler, background removal, and this thing called Magic Canvas.
Magic Canvas.
Yeah, it uses latent consistency models. Basically, you type a prompt, say man wearing glasses with a beard, and it generates the image as you type. It updates in real time. It's very cool to watch.
Wow, real-time generation.
Yeah.
And background removal, too.
Yep. Worked pretty well on a selfie example. Plus, it has a decent range of styles to explore. Worth checking out.
Okay, now you mentioned a company called Lightrix. They have a few apps.
Yeah, Lightrix. They've got a whole suite of AI-powered photo and video editors. First one is PhotoLeap.
PhotoLeap. What's its specialty?
It's packed with AI filters and tools. In the AI tools menu, you can do things like change someone's shirt in a photo instantly.
Just swap the shirt.
Yep. Or expand the background, add AI backgrounds, try on virtual tattoos or costumes, generate AI headshots. Lots of stuff.
Any really unique features?
The hidden face one is kind of wild. You upload your face, then it blends it into another picture, like a cityscape or a pizza.
Your face on pizza.
Yeah. You might have to squint a bit to see it sometimes, but it's a really weird, fun effect. Plus more normal stuff like pop art filters.
Okay, interesting. What about their video app?
That's VideoLeap. Again, it pushes the upgrade, but the free version is solid.
What kind of video features?
Lots. Effects, video background removal, scene change tools, colorful overlays. One standout is AI Panorama.
AI Panorama.
You feed it a bunch of random photos, and it creates the smooth scrolling video that sort of stitches them together into a panoramic view. It's pretty clever.
Sounds useful. Other standard editing stuff, too.
Oh, yeah. Top menu has templates, auto-editing, merge tools, speed controls, AI recoloring, filters, transitions. It's quite a capable free editor.
And they have one for animating photos.
Right. MotionLeap does what it says, animates still images.
How did that work?
You basically paint over the area you want to move, like water or clouds, then draw arrows for direction and set the speed. We saw it make sand dunes look like they were blowing.
Can you add things?
Yep, overlays like rain or snow. You can swap out the sky entirely. And it has an AI button, too. Generate an image with stable diffusion, then animate it right away.
Turning photos into little moving scenes.
Exactly. Adds a dynamic touch.
Okay. Is PixaMotion similar?
Very similar to MotionLeap, yeah. PixaMotion, again, ignore the upgrade prompts for the free stuff.
Same idea. Animate parts of a photo.
Animate areas, add elements like butterflies or flowers moving around, overlays, sky replacement, camera effects, stickers.
So animating water, like in the Disneyland Hotel example.
Right. You draw motion lines on the water, then use pins to stop other areas from moving. Then you can add overlays like floaty hearts or energy effects and adjust how see-through they are.
Lots of options for bringing photos to life.
Definitely.
What about something more relaxing, like coloring?
Ah, yes. There's an app called Colourpop. COLOUR pop.
For coloring fans.
Exactly. It has an AI creator. You give it a prompt like superhero, and it generates black and white line art.
And then you color it in the app.
Yep. Pick your colors, use the paint bucket tool. It's pretty straightforward. One downside, though.
Ads.
Yeah, the free version has quite a few ads, and they can be a bit annoying. Just a heads up.
Fair enough. Okay, let's switch to audio tools. Dolby On. What's that do?
Think of Dolby On as being like Adobe's speech enhancer, but as a mobile app. It cleans up audio.
Removes background noise.
Exactly, from audio or video recordings. You record in the app or import a file, and it processes it to reduce noise.
Is the difference noticeable?
Often, yeah. Even on recordings that sound okay, it can add clarity. We heard a before and after, and it was definitely cleaner.
Does it have other controls?
It does. You can tweak the style, adjust the amount of noise reduction, control EQ treble, mids, bass, boost the volume, trim the clip.
Works on video too. And it's free.
Yep, video audio as well could be useful for live streams maybe. And yes, completely free.
Awesome. What about AI music?
For that, there's gradient music. It's kind of like Spotify, but for AI-generated tracks.
How does that work?
You just pick a genre or mood, cyberpunk, lo-fi beats, whatever, and it starts playing an endless stream of AI music in that style.
So unique music every time.
Pretty much. You'll probably never hear the exact same song twice.
Yeah.
It's great for background music, especially if you need royalty-free stuff for working or studying.
That's a cool concept.
Yeah.
Okay, now you mentioned a couple of cutting-edge apps that are iOS only for now.
Right. Important caveat. iOS only currently, but likely coming to Android eventually. First one is Luma AI, Luma.
Luma AI. What's the magic here?
This one creates NeurFs. NERF, neural radiance fields. Basically, you take a video or a bunch of pictures of an object from all angles.
And it makes a 3D model.
A super realistic interactive 3D model, yeah. You can spin it around, zoom in, right on your phone. It's incredibly detailed. We saw one of like a geode crystal. Looked real.
Can you do, people?
You can try. We saw an attempt where the person ended up with a hole in their head because the capture wasn't complete, so take some practice.
Does it do AR?
It does. You can place the 3D object you scanned into your real environment using your camera. It's mind-blowing stuff.
Seriously cool.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the other iOS-only one?
Arc Search, from the browser company who make the Arc browser. This is a totally new take on a search engine.
How is it different?
Instead of just giving you a list of blue links, Arc Search reads multiple relevant websites for your query.
And then
it builds a custom web page for you, summarizing everything. It calls it browsing for you.
Oh. Like, if you search for a sports team.
Exactly. We saw San Diego Padres. The page it made had an overview, stadium info, achievements, key players, upcoming games, history, all pulled together, nicely formatted with links if you want to go deeper.
That sounds incredibly efficient. Does it work for people?
It does. A search for Matt Wolf brought up his job, online links, even some political stuff, though one detail was slightly off, so, still got to double-check AI sometimes.
Always good advice. What about complex topics?
Also great for that. A search for NERF's AI didn't just define it, it explained how it works. Applications, recent news, showed pictures. It's amazing for getting up to speed quickly. Seems super useful for research or creating content.
Definitely one to watch for on Android. Okay,
Yeah.
One last category, information management. MyMind.
MyMind. Yeah, this is for saving stuff you find, online articles, videos, tweets, products, and easily finding it again later. Think of it as your personal AI-powered scrapbook or external brain.
How does the AI help?
When you save something, the AI automatically adds relevant tags, even if you don't. And for articles or papers, it generates a quick TLDR summary.
So it understands the content.
Seems to, yeah. We saw it summarize a dense research paper about AI video editing and tag it appropriately just from the save action.
How easy is it to save things?
Super easy. Usually just use the share button on your phone.
Yeah.
Share from Twitter, Safari, whatever, directly to MyMind. A couple of taps.
Yeah, I'm searching later.
Also AI powered. You can just type keywords like NERF and it pulls up everything you've saved related to that using its understanding of the content, not just basic tags.
That sounds like it could genuinely make you feel more organized.
It really does. It starts to feel indispensable once you use it for a while. Great for productivity, and it has a pretty generous free tier to get started.
Wow. Okay, so that's 21 apps. A really wide range.
It's kind of astonishing, isn't it?
Yeah.
The sheer variety of what these free mobile AI tools can do now. Communication, creativity, learning, productivity. It covers so much ground.
And the key thing is, this stuff is accessible right now. On the phone you probably have in your hand or pocket, often with really powerful features, totally free.
It really lowers the barrier to entry for using some pretty advanced AI.
Just stop and think about that for a second. It's like having a research assistant, a creative partner, a language tutor, maybe even a personal archivist, all for free on your phone.
The potential is huge.
So the real question for everyone listening is, which one of these are you going to try first? What problem could one of these solve for you?